radio.
And soon both of us. Now it's time with I got all this love and you got nothing. Let your past come strip you up in perfect time. Too much time I give and lies I hear, but I stay here. Cause the time we share it's over then. I treat you right, I will. I treat you right, I will. Just tell me you stay silent. Oh, you ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime we see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. I've been thinking, who you talking to when you feel lonely? I've been thinking, you're the only one I let control me. I've been drinking, so much drugs in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I feel it's starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? This is easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone, but I was something else. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime you see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. Anytime you see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. Show me silence.
It's your boy Killer Kel, man. Shout out my man DJ Nate Cheese, man. The music mix out. Go block with record, man. All over the world. It's one of my number one DJs, man. You gotta come out and fuck with me.
Y'all know me, I be rolling, man. I get my shot, I be rolling them, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I pop my thing, y'all do your thing, I be rolling on them, yeah. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, then you got your yeah. And then they got the fair, yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Should give me the glare, yeah. So I'm feeling like a share, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Should have given me the glare, yeah. So I'm feeling like a share, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Tell these niggas we ain't scared, yeah. Ain't a nigga out of fair, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. I pull up in the yeah. Tell these niggas say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Tell them say yeah. Shorty got yeah. Shorty got yeah. Give me that yeah. Give me that yeah. Get crazy now. Oh my gosh. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Get crazy now. Pop on the yeah. Shorty on the yeah. Giving me the yeah. Talking with the yeah. Just with the yeah. Quit, I got the yeah. And then they got a fair, yeah. Pull up in the yeah. Pull up to the yeah. Shorty giving me the glare, yeah. So I'm bending like a chair, yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. You know I'm rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah. Rolling on the yeah.
made for me, yeah. Never ever let them come between. They ain't the same as my baby. They wanna take her place. Though they ain't the game that I play. She my baby, come my beauty. You built a baby, fuck on running it up. Why do shit that life for real? You real bitch ain't giving it up. Can nobody take my place, baby? I'm the one you love. Can nobody make you free, baby? You the woman now. And we in a hundred just running that two-seater. Moving fat, driving back. All them niggas that ain't on up. You my boy, give you up. Yeah, bitch, you really tough. You the one I really trust. Make a dude that's what he does. You know you look good. I ain't never had no bitch that treat me how you treat me. Putting that all on my name and hope that you gon' leave me. I can't live without your love. Baby, you can be me. Two-seaters, you and me. She my baby, call my beauty. She's so perfect like she made for me, yeah. Never ever let them come between. They ain't the same as my baby. They wanna take her place. Though they ain't the game that I play. She my baby, call my beauty.
Good morning from your favorite. Good morning from your favorite yoga soldier, the yoga broad, Nelly, coming to you straight from the G Show.
She got the camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. Camel toe with the humpback. Camel toe with the humpback. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. The like the shorts like the teasing nigga, cause you know how bad I really want that. And I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib since you wanna kick. We can do the shit like a run back. Talking hands up, touchdown. Give me that, this a rundown. Heard what y'all kept asking for, so I'm giving y'all what you want now. Like hands up, down. Look at the score, I'm up now. Juked up, I'm bust down. I bet she want me to fuck now. She want the weed, the cheese, the keys. Pull up to her mama, so leave the seeds. She get a rush from taking the risk, and she do whatever to be with me. Feel like I'm racing when we in the Porsche. We doing the beam like Need for Speed. Shorty gon' drop me when we on the drill and get me so close I don't need the beam. Stamina good, I don't need the bees. But fuck it like I'm on 230s. Shake her hips, sis on some Philly shit. But this bitch is from New Jersey. She asks, do I know too rare? I'm like, no, bitch, can too sturdy. Watch cost like 80 bands, so my wrist worth like 2 birdies. I know you heard me, I ain't whisper. She gave me head and I ain't kiss her. 2 chicks that I been hit still fight each other like they ain't sisters. Same mom and the same dad. Ask for time that I ain't had. I ain't seen her in like 2 years, and she's surprised that I ain't miss her, but I ain't this her. I keep it a stack with you. Long as you keep it a stack with me, this ain't a bust down from the jeweler. These are the diamonds that came out the factory. I can get you rocked by a young boy. Got shooters that still go to mastery. No limits when I'm in this tank, and it's camouflage like a masterpiece. She got a camel toe with the humpback. Sally think I'm tryna hunch that. The bike the shorts like the teasing nigga, cause you know how bad I really want that. And I think it's time you let me beat it up. Cause it's overdue, I'm talking months past. Take it to the crib, if you wanna kick it, we can do this shit like a run back. I'm talking hands up, touchdown. Give me that, this a rundown. Heard what y'all kept asking for, so I'm giving y'all what you want now. Like up, down, what now? Look at the score, I'm up now. Jeweled up, I'm bust down. And I bet she want me to fuck now.
Why you tryna get me caught up? Got me feeling nauseous. Talking about some bullshit. Bitch, I ain't retarded. Tryna get me caught up. Bringing all this drama. I don't want
DJ Lizzy.
Out here acting stupid. Out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry. Say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses. She deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour. Girl, you know I can't leave you alone. Cause you really looking good in my home. Damn, girl, you the bomb. It really sucks that you ain't meeting my mom. Cause I don't know if you wasting my time. You wasn't meant to be mine. But I like the way you're moving up and down. And when you keep it up, you make me buy a couple rounds. But when you you in my bed, you know I like the way you sound. Cause you're the queen bee, you need to wear a fucking crown. I'm a real nigga, look, I never been a clown. Cause I'm all about my money, I'm a motherfucking hound. But the truth is, you the baddest in the town. So that's answering your question while I'm keeping you around. Get me caught up, got me feeling nauseous. Talking about some bullshit, bitch, I ain't retarded. Tryna get me caught up, bringing all this drama. I don't understand, I guess you get it from your mama. Out here acting stupid, out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry, say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses, she deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour.
She said she worth the pressure, but you press when you apply the shit. Trying to get me all caught up, just cause she fine as shit. Girl, if you gon' give me your word, you better honor it. I know it's niggas all on your line, and they trying to hit. I ain't got no time for the drama, so I gotta split. Playing all these games with my mind. Girl, you gotta quit. I ain't done, but we can have fun, cause I'm kinda lit. A little wine, a shot of tequila. That's my kind of shit. You tell your girls all about us, like you proud of it. You know with me, the sex is elite. With them, it's moderate. Bow flowers, fuck for some hours, then she swallow it. This girl trying to lead me astray. I'm not alone with it.
Got me feeling nauseous, talking about some bullshit. Bitch, I ain't retarded, trying to get me caught up. Bringing all this drama, I don't understand, I guess you get it from your mama. Out here acting stupid, out here causing problems. And now you wanna cry, say nobody wanna love you. I'ma send her roses, she deserve her flowers. Don't wanna hurt her feelings, but I left her looking sour.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I said good morning to you.
How your mama now? How your mama now?
No, who it is? Bruno Brown. You locked in with DJ Nick.
All about progression. What is all about progression? All about progression. We ain't making no exceptions. Nah. Excuses, juice. If you make 'em, might as well chuck the deuce. We ain't making no exceptions. All about progression. Just say they ain't believe that it'd be selfish. But they stopped supporting when they got jealous. On the wall, they somewhere where the shelf is. It's all butter and garlic over the shellfish. I'm on the road, Elvis. No matter what, I'm Gucci as my belt is. Thought I'd be dead, somewhere where Cell is. But we out here making these movies, check out the trailer. They call me up to see if I'm fella. That shit ain't sinking, that shit still selling. And my man just grabbed the boat, that shit still selling. I'm good no matter what y'all yelling. All about progression. What is about? All about progression. All about progression. We ain't making no exceptions. Excuses, if you make 'em, might as well chuck the deuce. We ain't making no exceptions. All about the price. God did, squad did. Free the guys in the jail, I know the pies did. The 6 and the 5 did. And even when they ain't see it, I know that I did. They asked me who run uptown. The last time I checked, we from uptown. The reason you couldn't come uptown. Godfather, this shit, boys.
Yeah. Good morning, world. Good morning, people.
Girl.
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning to you. How your mama now?
Listen, world, it is none other than your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga broad, Nelly Yoga. I'm not even gonna put the A at the end. It's just Nelly Yoga at this point. You are tuned in to the Thinking Outside the Box podcast on YouTube, on the Glockaware app. Make sure y'all download, view, like, share, and subscribe, people. You can also call the Glock line 267-888-6019. We are blessed with a special guest. She's not even a guest anymore. She's just like our honorary co-host when she has the time to pop in. Our big sis, I Rise.
What up, though?
You, sis. Thank you for blessing us with your presence this morning. It's awesome. It's always fun when you get to come over here and do what you do.
You know, every once in a while, I need that the motivation that you bring. You know, that whole.
Thank you.
Because you know, I be on my no fucks given, mad at the world. Ooh, I'm from Northwood F, and you know.
Hey, you know.
You
So you want to release some of that?
You know, yeah. You know, you bring out that other side that reminds me I need to, you know, center and be mindful. And
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's a balance because the yin and the yang. Because sometimes you have to have no fucks given attitude.
For sure.
You know, especially in this city, it's a rough city. You can't always be sunshine and sprinkles all the damn time. No, it doesn't work out. But listen, it's Wednesday, people. You know what day it is. It's our day. When we are thinking outside the box, is it still flurrying and snowing outside? This weather doesn't know what it wants to do.
No, it know what it wants to
do.
do.
It's like bipolar. It's 50s, it's 40s, it's 30s, it's the 60s. It's supposed to go back up to like the 60s by this weekend. You don't know how to dress. Like, you can't put your spring shit away. You got to keep your winter shit out. Like,
as long as I got my North Face on deck, I don't get I be cold, and I don't like to be cold.
Yeah, I don't like
I'd
to be
rather,
cold.
Be hot and have to undress.
Yes.
Take off layers. I don't like to be layered up. I don't like to be too hot. And at this big old age, the hot comes
What,
and
in a
goes.
big old age?
Because the hot just come out of nowhere. Like, literally, I'll be standing there and be like, oh, shit, who sent me to hell?
Right.
Or, oh, shit,
yeah,
I turned into an oven that's on broil.
I'm definitely going through some premenopausal shit. I don't appreciate it because I don't even look like I should be going through none of that shit.
Yeah,
but yet I am.
Perimenopause starts in your 30s for some people, definitely in your 40s, and I'm not even peri at this point.
Peri
so
no more?
I'm because of surgery. I wasn't getting a cycle anyway, so I'm definitely menopause, and I'm pretty sure that's where it's at for me.
Well, they can take all these organs. I don't need them anymore.
That's
I
how
am
I be
spayed and
feeling.
neutered. I don't have no use for none of this shit.
That's exactly what I said to the doctor. They're like, "You want a hysterectomy?" I said, "Let me tell you something. I've been spayed for 11 years now. Like, ain't nothing going on but the rent down there. So take that shit." I was like, "It's too much cancer in my family. Y'all telling me I got this cell and that cell, and my aunt had cervical issue, and my other aunt had uterine cancer. Well, if you take out the cervix and the uterus,
take it.
I can't get cancer."
That's it.
That was my
Don't
theory.
need it. Don't need it. Why you so quiet over there, Chef?
Researching.
Okay. Well, we got some shit we want to talk about. We're gonna get right into the little wretched. I do want to read this because I had yoga this morning. Shout out to the Y50 First in Chestnut. Shout out to all my loyal yogis who show up for me every morning. I appreciate y'all. So what I read in class, every time I do a meditation, I always like to give them some type of affirmation or something to keep at the forefront of their mind and makes it easy for them to concentrate on. So I said, we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. That was the word for today.
That's definitely a word. Wednesday word.
Yes, Wednesday's word. People, see, she just gave us a whole new thing. So now I got to make sure every Wednesday I got a word. Wednesday's word is we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. But, people, keep that at the forefront of your mind as we prepare to dive into this meditative journey. We have to start our show the way we started off every morning, people. So soften your gaze and allow your eyes to come to a gentle close. If you're driving, just be focused in your seat and on your destination. Breathe in slow and controlled through your nostrils with healing, positive intention. Exhale, cleanse, detox, and release anything from the mind, body, and spirit that is taking up space and serves no purpose. Take another round as you inhale with cleansing, healing intention into the body through the nostrils. Exhale, cleanse, detox, and release. Allow the air to cross the body, exit the body and cross the lips. Prepare for your flowerific journey. Prepare to come into this smokeation. Grab your lighters, people, and let Chef be your guide.
Good morning to all my herbal journeyers. I need you to grab your Dutch, grab your lighter.
I like the way he brought out the melodious 1970s voice.
Right in a berry white.
And I need you to slowly inhale with intent. Hold it for a second. Think about what you're going to do today. Think about your game plan. Think about what's going to make you reach the highest level of your possible potential. Need to take that and hold it for a sec. Then I need you to exhale very slowly with purpose. Whoa! And with the exhale, I need you to let out all the bad vibes, all the bad energy, all the bad thoughts, all the negative thoughts, everything that will hold you back from accomplishing your goal for today. And just in case one ride wasn't enough, I need you to slowly inhale again. And this time, I want you to have your game plan. I want you to inhale what you see yourself doing for the day, what you see yourself accomplishing, what you see yourself getting out of the way of. Hold it. Picture it. And then slowly exhale with purpose again. And clear your mind so you can accept all the blessings that
God has in store for you today. Clear your soul so you know what to do when you get them. And clear everything else so your body work with you when you try to execute your plans for the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning. Shout out to the people on YouTube that are commenting and tuning in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lucci.
Big
Yeah.
Toast, Wishbone.
And shout out to DJ Johnny Wishbone tuning in all the way from New York. Make sure y'all tune in to DJ Johnny Wishbone every morning from 8:30 to 9. People, you want to get your morning mix, get you ready for work, get you hyped up and ready to go. So we're going to get into some topics. Before we get started, I want to just talk about my city real quick.
My city,
Our city, the city of brotherly love.
Allegedly.
Every
brotherly thugs.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because I feel like every Christmas season it's something. A lot of people are struggling. People are having a hard time financially, emotionally, mentally. So I just want to send my condolences to the family of Mr. Eric Harrison. He lost his life at Macy's on 13th and Market.
He didn't lose his life. His life was taken from him.
His life was taken. You are absolutely right. His life was taken from him in a senseless act from a shoplifter who, in his unsuccessful attempt to take hats from Macy's, was escorted out of Macy's, allowed to leave with no arrest, and returned back in 15
allowed
minutes.
to leave without being arrested. The man got caught stealing, and the security boy and other one who was also injured had the compassion, or at least the wherewithal, or at least what happened?
So, in the city of Philadelphia, you can't even really get arrested for that kind of thing unless the merchandise is over $500. Macy's actually, every time there is a shoplifting occurrence, they do file a report because
How much was it?
Because when it's a repeat person, then they can put all that on you.
Oh, okay.
So it's not about a compassion thing. It's about the cops not coming. There's more shit going on. We're going to file the report. We got his information. We're just going to let him go. He need to take this L.
Right.
Well, no, you definitely. You're definitely supposed to take the L and slide, sir. You're supposed to take the L and slide.
To get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because you were caught and somebody let you go.
The weird shit is, okay, he came back.
All right,
15
so compassion was
later.
the wrong word, but still, it could have been.
It could have been.
I was about to say, because it could have been. All right, maybe not compassion. Let's say common sense or the wherewithal, because it could have gotten out of control. You got the security guards who are supermen,
and they're not
and
armed.
they try,
and
you understand, and they're not armed,
and they're not armed.
So
and they're
if
not
somebody's
armed.
trying to steal, and you
Let
know
them
that
go,
in your
y'all.
city people are crazy
Let
these
them
days,
go,
and you're
y'all.
unarmed.
Yeah.
Let them go,
Because
y'all.
do you know the man? So after he
So
stabbed
the man
in the
left
neck,
and came back after 15 minutes.
with the shoe of the man that he stabbed in the neck, and then put the fucking shoe on his foot while he was on the train.
So I really feel like that he's trying to do that to set up the crazy.
The mental. I was about to say that's the
Fuck outta
mental.
here.
That's the mental.
Nothing's
He's going
wrong
with
your
mental
when
defect.
you have charges for drug offenses, retail theft.
There's nothing
in
wrong
every
with your
fucking
mental
county surrounding Philadelphia.
because
This
he's a stealer.
nigga got
There's nothing wrong with your mental
charges,
because
your
you
thief
left and came
charges.
back. You left and
He
returned
had
to
a
the scene.
warrant in Delco.
Wow. Oh, he's going under the jail.
And Bucks County had him before.
Well, he's never getting out now.
Yeah, and he doesn't deserve to get out.
Yes, Sherm.
Because he's had
Shout
way
out to
too many
Sherman
opportunities.
Byers.
He's
Good
not getting out
morning.
now.
You're definitely in the worst time.
Because that's got to be the epitome of premeditated murder.
Yeah, because
mean,
you
yeah.
got mad that
You
you
got to
got
be.
mad that
That's,
he
you
came back.
left and came
And
back.
it's not like he just came back and stabbed him. He
No.
got the attention of one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when the other came over, that's when he juked him.
Yeah.
You ain't crazy.
And then jug the other one too, right?
Well, he was trying to defend him, so he got. Somebody at you with a knife, you're going to get injured in the process.
Yeah. So that was unfortunate.
But you're right, Roz. He'll go up now and he'll plead the not guilty by mental insanity.
He's not going to get off on that because you have a rap sheet
for that. Rap sheet too long for
Rap
that.
sheet
And
too
not
long.
only that, you came back. Like,
and he had a warrant out.
Ain't
right?
nobody that crazy. He had a warrant out in Delaware County. So now you got to face
deal with
Delaware
that. Yeah,
County
you gotta deal with
charges for
Delaware
whatever that
County,
was. Philadelphia
Yeah.
County murder. You know what? I live in a very gentrified neighborhood. Shout out to Northern Liberties. Used to be nothing but warehouses and
did they
middle
sweep there?
income
Did they sweep
brown folks and artsy 8.5 by 11 folks. But now
Did
it's just
they
like
sweep it?
little New York all over again. And like people are so quick, and I'm on nextdoor.com. I'm one of those people. Like I'm on social media. I'm on nextdoor.com because I be wanting to know what these motherfuckers got to say about me, not to my face.
Wow.
And you know, everybody likes to blame Krasner. Y'all fucking elected Krasner. Y'all Krasner let people go. Krasner do this. Krasner do that. For the people who are stupid and don't know and understand the law, it's not that Krasner lets people go. Krasner's not charging people. He changed the law so that it's not biased totally against a certain demographic that happens to make up the majority of this city, the minority of crime, yet the majority of incarcerated. So yes, the laws need to be changed, and everybody keeps saying Krasner, Krasner, Krasner. Well, Krasner can't just change the laws. It's a whole bunch of other people we all elected that helped make these laws. They had to shape the laws, form the laws, write them over 1,000 times until they were agreeable among two different parties. Let's not forget, we're still in a two-party system. And so the laws were agreed upon. So for people who are quick to blame the politicians, like, no. Like if these laws weren't in place the way they were, we'd have a whole lot more people in jail for dumb shit. Marijuana is now pretty much legal now.
Yep.
So the changing of these laws is what's keeping people out of jail for weed crimes, minimal weed crimes.
And a lot of the people who calling for these changes of laws, a lot of you people don't even know what you fucking calling for. You're calling for shit that are going to hurt you and where you're from. And the laws that you want changed.
And these repeat offenders, a lot of times it's not like they're murderers and they're still out on the street. Most times they're petty crimes, and it has escalated while they're on the street. It's either escalated or that was always in them, and they was like, okay, I'm gonna take my chances because I know I still got to go to trial for these charges. I'm still
working on these ones.
People keep forgetting, just because you're out of jail doesn't mean you're free of the penalty, the consequence that's coming. It just means you got a little bit more
you got some time before you have to deal with it. That's it. Before you have to deal with it. Right.
Some of us drink, some of us smoke, some of us go to strip clubs, some of us eat. We all do
we
shit
all got vices.
To give us a little bit of time before we have to deal with the problem. But the problem is still there to be dealt with.
Have to address it.
So it's not about blaming the politicians for changing the laws. Like people are like, oh, well, he should have been in jail. He was already arrested for this crime and that crime. Well, how about if y'all do your due diligence, and me being a journalist did my due diligence, he was in jail. He served his time.
A lot of times.
It's not like he was out.
Yeah, a lot of times.
The only thing he was out waiting on, and it has nothing to do with Larry Krasner, was his charges from Delaware County. So,
and you can research this. The man had a rap sheet long and with convictions on it. It
and
wasn't
with
open
convictions
cases
and with time served.
Time served. Yeah.
There were very few where he was let out on ROR. I think maybe
he got
maybe
no
like the
history
first
of
one.
mental, and he's got no history of mental health. He's got no history
and none of those
being,
crimes were violent. Because trust you and believe, if you are in jail for a violent crime and you're out, you either served your time, was eligible for parole,
or you doing a program or something while you're out.
Or you snitched.
Thank you. I was about to say, or you did something to help catch a bigger fish. Because people who are out on violent crimes, you're not out on a violent crime. You served your time. Somebody may have done something, like people don't even understand. You can do shit like rob a bank and only get 5 years.
Yeah, if you ain't used no gun.
You can actually kill somebody and only get 5 years, depending on
the circumstances.
Whether it's manslaughter, whether it's depending on the circumstances.
Degrees of everything.
You can be in and out of jail, and that has nothing to do with the laws that Krasner wrote. It just has to do with the absolute that is. Certain crimes carry more weight, and he changed the laws so that you would do the same amount of time for having a kilo. So you wouldn't do the same amount of time of having a kilo as a fucking dime.
Right. Yeah. Well,
the laws y'all asking to change is about to bring stop and frisk back.
I want to.
Like, do y'all understand what y'all saying?
I told you, I'm on a
do you
fence
understand
about
what y'all
that,
saying?
A lot of times I feel like if you stopped and frisked the motherfucker, you'd have got that gun and they wouldn't have robbed somebody that night.
And the only problem I have with it is that they don't have a good enough. What do you call it? A good enough to make. A good
but
enough
does stop
standard
and frisk
that it
have
has
to result
they don't have
in
a good
arrest?
enough outline.
Can't you
standard,
just
A
take-
standard is too
yes.
left to human interpretation.
Can't you just pat a person that, like, on a stop and frisk tip, right? Can't you, like, now that you put it that way, I'm not totally against that, right?
Yeah, but they gotta
but-
run you
but
after that. It's the running. It's the
here-
running of you.
Here's
just
a way
out
to
of nowhere.
handle the stop and frisk.
That's what I don't.
Here's a way to
That's what
handle
I
the
mean.
stop and frisk. You don't have to arrest people and inconvenience their lives and have young men lose their jobs, and it's already hard for black men to get jobs as it is. Why not? Okay, I stopped and frisked this young man, found a gun on him. He's not registered to carry this gun. I'm gonna take this gun from you. I'm gonna give you a ticket. You gotta go to
I don't
court.
know about
Nah,
that. 'Cause
Like,
he might got another
why?
gun at home.
now because he
But I
might got
patted
more
you down.
guns.
But
No,
but
see,
Mike,
here's the
but
thing.
if I run your, like, say
That's
I
the-
take your
that-
and
Pat
I
you down
run
and I should run
and you
your
don't
shit.
have
You
no
gotta run
history and you don't have no criminal history, but you got this gun on you, because first of all, we know the type of city we live in. Everybody ain't got no license to carry, but people feel for their lives, and it is what it is. So
Yeah, I don't-
why
I don't
lock
know.
that young
That's
man
a
up who
slippery
doesn't
slope.
have
I
a
don't know
record
about that.
because you stopped and frisked him and he had a gun on him? Just give him something, make him go to court, make him do
So,
community service.
I hear you.
Okay, so
I
but
don't
then
have a
at what
record.
point?
I
Yeah,
don't have
but
a
then
record.
at what point?
I've
though?
done a lot of shit.
Right? Who hasn't?
So that's why, because
Well,
he has a
that's still
gun,
left
and
in-
that's
yeah.
a violent thing. So
See,
Not-
But
because
everybody
he don't have
that's
a record
carrying a
does-
gun is not
because he don't have a
using,
record doesn't-
it's not holding it for the intention
it could
of
mean he just
violence.
didn't get
And
caught.
some of people are carrying it for the
guns are
for-
violent though. Now,
they are, but they're for protection.
and
So
that protection in itself
everybody-
is
yeah,
inherently
and the
violent.
interpretation of protection to each individual varies, and that's why it's a
Everybody-
slippery
All
slope.
right,
It's a
listen.
very slippery
All right,
slope.
it is right. All right, but check it. People carry switchblade. That man had a switchblade. My mom
Factory,
my mom
knives are
has
totally
a
legal.
cane weapon.
Hey, allegedly.
She knows she's proud of it,
Allegedly,
and I bought
but
it for her.
that was going to be my next
So now
transition.
somebody-
Knives are totally legal.
Yes and no,
You
but
can
they're
carry
deadly.
brass knuckles
And they're dead.
without impunity. You can carry the slapjack, and allegedly I've done some marvelous
brass
things.
knuckles I thought that was one
I
of the
think
ones
it
that
ain't
Have they? You
gotta
can't
be-
carry brass
Yeah,
knuckles
can't.
anymore.
No,
Okay.
no. Brass
All right. Well,
knuckles, hollow
that's a good
bullets,
thing.
But you can still carry a
That's a
knife
good
in your
thing, though.
pocket. You can still carry a knife in your pocket.
You
You
can
can
still
carry.
carry a slapjack. You can still
Like,
like you
and
can
you
still
can't carry
carry
mace, though.
instruments, but
Can't
you
carry
can't, I was
mace,
about to
and
say.
you can't carry a stun gun.
I was about to say, and
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
crazy.
like certain things you can't.
And you can't
have.
carry these things to certain places. See, my thing about stop and frisk is, I think
The
you,
profiling of it
I
is for
think
me.
they should have. It should be a cause thing. It shouldn't be just it's a group of people over here. Let me see what's up.
Right.
I think it really should be okay. This car been sitting here with tinted windows
Or this
for
gentleman's been
20
standing
minutes
here.
with 6 people inside. Music blasting, they spun the block. It looked like they watching somebody. Or every time that gray car moves, that car moves. That okay, maybe we need to check that out. But not just because you're standing there and I gotta run your record. I think if you do something suspicious,
Right.
And that's what I mean. Now,
But black
now,
people
I do
always
think,
look
though,
suspicious
but
to
no,
white
no.
people.
But I think though areas
So-
play a part in that too. Cause shit looks suspicious to me. Where I probably would stop and frisk a motherfucker if I'm down on 17th and Dolphin, and the nigga been standing there, or he walking back and forth to this Chinese store and that poppy store, and he's standing by the park, and I'm not even probably stopping and frisking him for a gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I say where you say I'm on the fence with it, because
fence with it.
some of that shit work. Like, cause some shit should be, that's why I say it should have perimeters. Like, it should have, if you're gonna do it, then go to the full extent of having like a training for it, to where there's certain parameters that warrant a stop and frisk, certain behaviors that warrant a stop and frisk. Not just a loose interpretation of, I think, or the way he looks, or he's black, or he's white. I don't even give a fuck, because my point is, in the Northeast, they not doing stop and frisk unless it's me walking up there.
and
But
they
listen, here's my
need
spin.
to.
Here's my
Exactly.
spin. And down North Philly,
It'd be so many
They
home
won't-
invasions in
look,
Northeast. It's ridiculous.
and down North Philly, you won't see them stop and frisk a white boy. But you probably
And they
should.
And they need
Down by
to.
Temple.
But that's the
down
point.
Allegheny.
It's not designed
You
for
probably
white
should
folk.
stop and frisk
'Cause
that
it
white
sure
boy.
was a white boy that murdered that cop on Temple.
What? It
I
sure was.
couldn't wait to
Because
post
they
the
don't-
facts on that
What?
on Next Door, because before they revealed
That's
that,
my thing.
everybody was like, monkeys acting like monkeys.
Make it
college
to where they
students
can't
wildin',
leave it
the
gender
neighborhood,
or race.
The neighborhood.
Make it to
I'm
where there are
glad they
parameters that
gentrifying
they
it.
have
was
to
like,
follow.
oh, it was one of y'all.
Because
Yeah.
stop and frisk.
You make it
Bla-
perimeter,
white
but
people don't
stop
fit
and
the
frisk
description
could work.
for a stop and frisk.
Yeah,
They
but
fit my description for
stop
every
and frisk
motherfucking
could
thing.
work if the description or the requisite was a parameter.
Was actions and not color.
Yes.
If it was a parameter,
this is what you're looking for in order to stop and frisk someone.
Stop and frisk.
A behavior.
Yeah, not what they're wearing.
Not what they're wearing, not how they walk, not where they are. All those things should play factors in the parameter of a stop and frisk. Yeah. Well, he was somewhere for an amount of time. He made certain movements to certain places in an amount of time. Right. Mm-hmm. I've seen him at this place on my beat at certain times, the same time every, you mean. I'm going to check him and see what's going on.
He's on the bus stop and the bus went by 3 times.
3 times bus went by.
Bus went by 3 times.
And he on his phone.
But he reached into
and he on his phone
he
all the
reached
time.
into the little paper bag up by the corner
He
store.
done threw something in that trash can 4 times.
And somebody came by 3 times.
I'm going to probably stop and frisk him.
I mean, there you go.
Not I'm sitting on my beat or I'm at a light and I'm walking down the street. I'm going to stop and frisk him. No, there should be parameters for everything, and things work in parameters.
That I don't like anyway. I'm going to stop and frisk him.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's what a lot.
I've been wondering what that motherfucker been doing like for 2 weeks now.
No.
Or
I hope you're listening.
Or a certain person, and he's affiliated with a certain
Parker.
person. So I'm going to stop and frisk him.
Or the petty
listen
bitch
to
ass cop.
people.
I know that man's girl. Stop and frisk. Because we got a lot of them out there.
Everything could work. I guess my point making is, I don't know if I'm 1,000% against stop and frisk. It might save somebody's life.
Yeah.
There should be
a
parameter.
Yeah.
And that's how things work. Like when you go and you get inspected at your work, there are parameters that we have to go by to inspect your work.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We just talked about murder or killing somebody. There are parameters set to where every murder ain't a first-degree murder.
Right.
Parameters work. It's the way society's built. Stop and frisk don't have no parameters. They're just allowed to, at their whim or at their discretion, stop and frisk someone. And that's why it doesn't work, because it's usually skewed, dictated by their beat, the way they woke up this morning, how they feel.
What's going on in their personal life. Mm-hmm. And that is definitely true. That's exactly that's exactly why I'm on the fence, because I know it can work. I know it will work. I know it has worked, but I also know it's worked to the detriment, not always the benefit. Yeah. That's my biggest issue with it. Yeah. So yes, let's hope the future mayor has some plans.
Come on.
Because you know what? I'm disappointed in my city. Let me tell you why.
I want to see
because 2020, the world shut down, and Donald Trump gave us thousands. I'm just saying, like, on the individual level. Yeah. Yes, and some of y'all got hundreds of thousands with these fake ass businesses y'all got. God. Everybody started selling hair. Everybody started selling car. Everybody came out with a lip gloss. Everybody had an online boutique. Everybody started a podcast. Yep. So I'm trying to figure out why the fuck y'all so broke and taking what's not yours right now. You were given the tools to make a fucking difference for yourself. If you would have really invested that PPP
that's all everybody was saying.
If I get some bread,
niggas was saying that up until
if they give us 40 acres and a mule, we still fuck because y'all niggas don't know how to grow shit.
If you get some bread, you gonna waste it.
And that's what they did. Everybody bought guns. Everybody bought 3D printers so they can make guns.
Flat screen TV.
Everybody bought TV.
All you niggas got 80 inches.
Me and my friend was laughing at the amount of cars with the white tag on the back. All the brand new used cars we seen.
Oh, man.
All the brand new used cars.
Look, and nobody got them joints now.
Nope.
Nobody got them cars.
Very few people do.
You know what I mean. I'm playing the numbers. Because that note stand up. Y'all weren't buying them joints flat out. Niggas was going to dealers instead of going to lots. And getting a note.
Why didn't you
These
take
niggas
your
was
20
getting a
grand
note and just buy it
invest
flat
into
out.
a business and have your money making its money?
I did.
A lot of people bought.
I did.
I mean, not a lot.
Some
people bought properties.
Some people bought properties.
I tried.
Some people did that. Some people was on their Cash App doing the fucking stocks.
I tried to buy.
A lot of people
I tried to buy a multi-unit property that fell through. But I invested a lot of it into my Nelly yoga fitness business.
As you should have.
I did.
That's why you're not out here knocking people upside the head trying to get the.
You know what my PUA? You know what my PUA did for me, and I'm gonna keep it a beat. It repaired a lot of relationships. I use the lion's share of my PUA bread to like pay shit back, pay people back, like pay shit for, like I use my PUA, like the initial beginning, like you know how I came that lump sum, nigga, I ran through the family.
Oh yeah, no, I ran through the credit cards.
We
gonna have good credit at least this year.
No credit card, right?
At least
I ain't had no
year.
credit cards, and then I tried,
and
I got a credit card. Look, and here go the nigga
2021,
shit.
I was like, what? I can
And
get
here go
whatever
the
the
nigga
fuck
shit.
I want.
I got a credit
I'm in the
card
600.
and
Ain't
fucked
that
it up.
crazy? My
I got
credit
a
was
credit
in the
card and
sevens.
fucked it up,
It was beautiful.
and now I'm in the 5s.
Yeah.
I'm one of them
We ain't gonna
people
talk about that though.
I'm one of them people who thought I was doing it one way, and I had fun. Like we tripped out and we did everything. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like at I got debt relief, I balled out. We balled out. We was the king of the one ways. Yeah,
You fucked the bread up.
I definitely was
Look,
on a
I
trip.
just said it. I
Everybody
said
was
I'm
like,
one
where
of them.
y'all
I ain't
going?
gonna
It's
hold you.
COVID.
But I did at least,
Tickets
like
to
I said,
Jamaica is
I
$20.
used it
I'm out.
to repair relationships. Like, at that point in time, I had some relationships that was, and that bread mended a lot of fucking fences. So I accomplished a lot with my PUA, like in my life.
And I know I helped a lot of
then
people get COVID money.
What?
A lot of people get COVID money. I mean, you know what's crazy? Most of the people that I know, because I helped them
PUA is
get
how
some
I
good
got
money,
here.
they did what they were supposed to do. They either bought more properties, fixed the properties they had to increase the value. They invested in stuff. They not out here knocking people upside the head, trying to take what's not theirs.
Exactly.
So I want to know why, like,
Good
y'all
morning,
niggas-
birthday girl.
Yes,
DJ
it's a birthday
Polly.
girl.
Yes.
Sag season.
Well, let's talk about this crazy Diddy.
Take that.
Take that. Wow, he better take.
Well,
he
they
better.
taking it. They
Yeah.
taking it.
all.
They taking
So-
it. They taking it. That was perfect.
Back
They
in
taking it.
May, Diddy filed claim against Diageo. Diageo is
Is
one
that
of-
her name?
Diageo is one of the leading alcohol umbrellas, one of the leading companies that distribute different alcohol brands. So under Diageo, he has his Ciroc and he has his De Leon tequila. I know I'm familiar with Diageo because I do a lot of alcohol promos and I've worked for some of the brands under their umbrella. I think Henny is one for sure.
Yeah, and something else.
So back
So
in May,
so Diageo fuck with black people.
Diageo
They market to black
Diageo
people.
fuck with
bread.
green.
Yeah, fuck with bread.
All of these
Fuck with
companies
bread.
fuck with green,
Fuck
and
with
they just
bread.
happen to know and understand that the black and the brown
Getting a lot of green.
increases the green. So back in May, Diddy tried to sue them on race, based on racism, saying that like they weren't using their marketing budget just the same for his stuff. Basically,
Which they probably weren't.
he was just trying to bring attention to the company. The company had literally just pledged $100 million during COVID to help these same communities,
Right.
but really he was feeling some type of way about his brands not being promoted.
Push.
Or
They
whatever.
weren't promo. Like
He
they
wanted
shoved.
to-
He felt like they were shelving him.
Right. He wanted the control of the sponsorship money. Now y'all see, I don't know if y'all or the advertising dollars. I don't know if y'all remember when Diddy dressed up as the Joker. Not this
Yeah,
past
I remember
Halloween,
that.
Halloween before,
Yeah.
but they came at him. Warner Brothers is like, bro,
Can't do that. It was
Can't do that.
copyright infringement.
copyright infringement like a
Can't do it.
motherfucker. And he
It's
did this
copyright
whole little
infringement.
short film for advertising his alcohol. That's the kind of shit Diageo was trying to avoid. So they tried to. I think they tried to. They settled in July or whatever. Did he still remain? His ties with Diageo remain. Fast forward to all these sexual lawsuits. Diageo is like, listen, we countersuing because we can't, like, fuck what he said about us being racist and we done showed you we not. We can't maintain a relationship with this goon because he out here raping bitches, and bitches is part of our demographic. Alcohol is a part is our thing. We don't want people to start associating with you get drunk.
It's bad
drinking
bread.
De
Yeah,
Leon,
you beat
get
bitches
drunk,
up. Yeah, you
Ciroc,
beat bitches up.
You get drunk and you get raped and you get beat
Or
up.
it's
by
all right
bitches.
to rape bitches and
You know
they
what I
can't
mean?
even be attached to the stigma of it.
They can't.
I
at all.
mean,
So
Has Diddy has
getting
he
pulled.
made a statement as of yet? Has he come out and said
No.
anything?
No, he don't. First of
his
all, he's not
people, he
gonna.
said,
Yeah,
you
he's not
know,
gonna do none of that.
you know,
He got
just,
bread.
He's just focusing on his
Yeah, he got
family,
bread.
and
He ain't do that.
you know, he stepped down from Revolt. I'm sure it was involuntarily. But
No,
he
no,
said,
no. He got pushed
He
down.
said he did it in order to focus on his family, the things at hand, and just to take the focus away from the business. And you know, the truthful, you know, the typical. The truth will
Diddy
come out
about
later.
to get Martha
The truth will
Stewart.
come out later. The truth will come out later.
Wow.
I'm just trying to figure out when and how much jail time he's gonna do.
I don't think he's gonna
And
do none.
who else is going
I
to
don't
go
think he
down
gonna
with
do
him?
none.
Because
They said the same
trust
thing about R.
and
Kelly.
believe.
None.
Everybody thought
Yeah,
R. Kelly wasn't gonna do no
Diddy
time.
ain't. R. Kelly ain't Diddy.
Yeah, but Diddy
R. Kelly
also
ain't Diddy.
see. Here's the thing: R. Kelly ain't Diddy, but R. Kelly was the first one. And this been years since Kelly, and I kept saying, I'm waiting.
No, I knew they was
still trying to get
Kelly.
Russell.
It was
he won't
kids.
bring his
It
ass
was
home
kids.
from Valley. But Russell still be threatening his kids and shit online.
Who?
So
Russell Simmons.
Russell Simmons.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about Russell.
You didn't know
Simmons.
about
No,
Russell
I ain't know nothing
Simmons?
about- You know
Oh
me.
my God.
First of all,
it's a whole
Did you
situation
know
with
he
him and his
married
daughter.
his wife?
Russell Simmons.
Do you know he married his wife? He met her when she was 18, that's for sure. They were dating. He was dating
the
Kimora?
younger broad,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When she was 18.
Yeah.
He met her before then. I feel like he was grooming her. She even keeps
Of
saying
course
to
he
this
was.
day, what did she say recently? You're lucky I haven't spoken my truth. I haven't
Because
said
if
nothing.
she ever do,
No,
she
nigga,
gonna tell
he
that
ain't
they
lucky.
was
It's a bunch
fucking
of other
under 18.
motherfuckers, suffering because you won't
you
tell
haven't
your
spoken
fucking
out.
truth.
Nah,
But-
she can't though.
But you also
She
have
can't
to
though, 'cause she
understand.
got paid.
You gotta
Yeah, that's what I
understand
was.
the
You know,
other
I
side
was
of
about
the
to say, you
coin.
know where I was going with it.
Yeah,
She
you gotta
can't.
understand the other side of the coin. Russell Simmons at that time was very
Taking
powerful,
care of
and
her
to speak out
and-
about Russell
yeah,
Simmons
you-
and the
He's
way
yeah.
still
people
very
love him.
No,
powerful.
he is.
That's why his ass is
he
in
on the
Valley.
run out the country. Yeah, he on the run out the country.
Right.
I didn't
You
know he
can't
was on the
zen
run.
breathe all that
I knew he was
bullshit
on
away.
the. I knew he was out the country. I didn't know he was on the run though.
He's definitely on.
I ain't know
this
that.
nigga is Beyonce.
I ain't know that. I
Beyonce
ain't know
and
that.
Jay-Z.
They say he was going crazy
Because
though.
you
They say
can't
he was
get
going crazy
extradited
though.
from there, so ain't nobody going to get him.
No, they say he was going crazy
And
though.
you notice, he went all Buddhist Zen before the charges came out. Diddy became Brother Love.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta
before
prep
these
the
charges.
image. You
Yeah.
gotta prep the image.
Because he knew this shit was coming.
Well,
I'm
you
watching
always know.
everybody
You living
else.
your
Who
life,
else? Who
you
else trying
always
to
know.
clean up and get right with the Lord?
Right.
Because the shit is coming. Like,
That's crazy. I
Well,
mean,
once they got Bill, I knew it was gloves off. When you got fucking picture pages, when they got picture pages,
when they got the fucking brown hornet, my nigga.
do you hear?
What?
No, dig what I'm
The
saying.
brown hornet.
This nigga was the epitome of
Man,
the
they got
top
Fat
of the
Albert.
top.
What y'all
What?
talking
And the
about?
fucking gang.
And
Are
the
you
gang,
kidding me?
nigga, all the voices,
And the
nigga, and the
gang.
gang. And the gang. They got motherfucking
Whoop,
Heathcliff
whoop,
They
whoop,
Huxtable.
got
Huxtable.
Jello
No, look,
pudding,
fuck
y'all.
all that. They got Heathcliff Huxtable.
They got
The
Heath.
epitome
The
of.
epitome.
And that's what
The
hurt.
epitome of. And that
That's
was
what
the
they
point.
focused on,
Look,
and that's
and that
what
was
hurt.
the point.
Your voice.
That was the point.
Uh-huh. Right.
That was the point.
Right.
This nigga was a black superhero.
Trying to buy a network, and they said, nah.
As soon as he tried. Look, it started with that temple shit. Nigga said, I'll buy the whole temple. Right now.
Yeah, them Jews didn't like
What?
that.
Bill said, I'll buy the whole temple and let me, what was
Well,
it,
you
Channel
will
3?
not.
What network was it?
NBC.
3? Yeah, what's that, 6?
The
What is that?
Peacock 3. It was
3,
3
yeah,
at
it
the
was
time.
3.
Now it's
Channel
10.
3.
You know they be flip
Yeah,
flopping.
Bill said, I buy y'all biggest joint. That's the one with the news. That's the one. And give me Temple, too. Give me both of them. I'll take both of them. And they was like, you'll take these charges.
Facts, Akiba.
Sir, you'll take all these charges.
Yeah, so it's
It's
what's
crazy.
What's
Like,
crazy to me is
I
these.
want to hear what Young Miami guy said.
She ain't said nothing. I ain't heard nothing.
I
Like, you
wanna
know,
hear what she
I be
ain't
seeing
gonna
these
say
clickbait
nothing.
joints, and I don't want to click them because I'll be going down the YouTube rabbit hole. But like, they had this like screenshot, and she was just like, and it was like,
She
Young
ain't
Miami
gonna
said
say
something. I'm like,
nothing.
she ain't said nothing.
She ain't gonna say
Before they were
nothing.
saying like he was using her kids to kind of like as a shield and blah blah blah, and she's not gonna say anything because
ain't gonna say nothing.
She signed an NDA.
because this is why a lot of people hadn't said anything because he made their life comfortable, and she don't want to go back
You
to
wanna
the Pork
go
and
back
Beans
to sucking
projects in
dick
Miami.
on the
She
pole?
don't want to go back to Pork and Beans projects. And I'll watch the first 48. The Pork and Beans ain't no joke. They call it Pork and Beans because
Yeah,
the
they
color
call
of
it
the
that.
buildings
Yeah, the buildings look like the
pork and beans.
pork
It's
and
like the
bean
pink and
sauce.
red. Yeah, like
Yeah.
She don't want to do that.
And it's wild.
But you notice how from the beginning, JT stepped away from that. She got with a little Philly nigga. She got with somebody her age demographic. She was like, we gonna pray together. We gonna get clean off these drugs together. I want my money, but I don't need all of that.
Everything else that come with it. That's what I was trying to get away from.
Like,
That's
she
what I
was-
don't understand
you know what
about
I mean?
the glorifying of
Who
it.
gonna
Because
save
mostly
your
90%
soul?
of the chicks who saying this shit wish they wasn't what they rapping or where they came. Like, there was the purpose of them trying to get the bread so they had to.
So they don't have
Be
to
that.
do that. That's why Cardi stopped stripping at
Oh, and you
Sue's.
hear about her and Offset again?
Well, I heard she made a post that she has to look out for herself and she's tired of fronting for relationships, but she didn't say what relationship. So I don't know if that means she's pregnant again. So I hope not.
Yeah, how bad is it? Yeah, I thought she was knocked up.
Yeah.
You know, I be
So,
tuned
I
into
don't know-
TMZ. They was talking about it yesterday.
I
was like,
I didn't
"Ooh."
tune into TMZ. I don't know.
I
I just saw she
watched
posted
none of
that,
that
and
shit,
somebody was
man.
saying, like, oh, is it her and Offset on the rocks again? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe she could be talking about Megan. Maybe she could be talking about
Anybody
her old
else.
family member. She could be talking about somebody at the record label. Like,
If she was talking about him, wouldn't she say him like she did when it was him?
like she definitely did. And remember the
When it
last
was
time they
him,
did that, they was going at each other.
She said it was
he
him.
He was dropping the album and dropped a single
said it
feature
was
of her
her.
about motherfuckers minding their business. So you can't believe anything these days that you see posted on social media,
I
on
believe
reality
from the
TV,
people.
in any site, any sort of media. You have to always go do your fact checks, your due diligence, because everybody's doing it for a cause at this point, and it's not to expose the truth. It's to generate some sort of more
Speaking
attention.
of clickbait and all that shit, I was on Instagram and I had clicked something about Will Smith or whatever, but it spun off to Dwayne Martin.
Of course, it's going
This
to at this
nigga's
point.
broke. Again,
Huh?
it was a joint about him. Y'all didn't see,
Oh,
well,
him
y'all
and-
probably didn't, but him being broke and apparently contemplating asking Tisha Campbell for bread and shit. Like again, like, but like, do you think he like gonna try? And this gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say it anyway for just journalistic
gonna tell
purposes.
the
You think he
truth
gonna
for
try
money?
to capitalize off get me for bread?
I'm gonna say no because I feel like he could have done that already. And he would have done it
but I
already.
don't think he like well he needed
And
bread
he
before.
had-
He's
and-
Well, you
needed
think
bread
Dwayne
before.
Martin's gonna
That's
come
the
out
point.
with a
He's needed bread
dog?
before. Yeah,
He
that's
has-
that was the
he
question I
has
was asking.
children.
Do you think he will? But he's got
and he
kids.
could have
I
done
don't
it.
think he
And
will
he's
because
married.
I don't think he will 'cause
he
he
has never
would've-
come out and really spoke about
Right.
being gay since he split up with Tisha.
And he would have done it. I feel like he
It
would
was
have done it by now.
allegations
Yeah.
of why they
he
broke
been
up,
broke before,
but he's
so he
never
didn't do
come
it.
out and spoke
But
about
I think
it.
he ain't do it before because he was in that family structure. But I think this situation like a little different. Like I don't think he will.
I
don't
mean,
think he
people
will.
Let
be
me preface
desperate
it
for
with
money.
that.
You never
He has
know.
a son,
I don't
first
think
of
he
all.
will. And I was about
He
to
has a
say,
son,
I was about to
first
say
of
because
all.
it ain't like he got a daughter. He's got a boy. And his boy
Yeah, but
not,
people do
I never
strange
heard nothing
things for
about his
money. You
boy
never
being, like,
know. It depends
homosexual
on
or
how
No,
nothing
I think
desperate he
he's
is.
a young teenager. I'm trying to remember if he's one of the people that has a special needs son also. Because I know a lot of these celebrities, they don't talk about their children, you don't see them much, and then you
I'm gonna have to
read up
research
on
that.
it, you find out that they're special needs. Like I know Holly Robinson.
Oh yeah, she talks
Like,
about
she-
that.
oh,
Her
she's-
son
she's
was,
an advocate
for autism.
for
or something,
autism.
yeah.
Her son is now an adult,
Mhm.
thriving, has jobs.
Mhm.
I want to say Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin's son may be one of the ones that has autism.
You never see him out.
A lot of times when celebrities don't show and
Right.
take their children
Right,
out,
that's what I mean. You never see him out.
they
That's why
don't
I
want
said
that
it.
extra
He don't never
judgment.
be
They're
on none
already
of the
being
shows.
judged.
Yeah, he don't
People
never
are
be on none of the
cruel.
shows or nothing.
Somebody had posted, I remember one time about Khloe Kardashian, about Baby True being funny looking, weird looking. There's like,
Oh, my
there's like, she
God.
just
It
keep
is a
reproducing
funny
these
looking-
weird looking
It is a funny looking
mixed
man.
babies, and she was like, "Shame on you for talking about a child." So
Yeah.
people really do
Wait,
protect their
the
children.
baby-
But that's
No,
why I
True is
said
a
some of these
cute little girl.
celebrities
She
need to
look
stop
just like
always.
Tristan Thompson.
Cute now.
No, she looked cute. She
She
just
was
had her daddy
always
face
cute.
from birth.
Yeah, that wasn't a good
She was always cute. That's it. Here you go. It's terrible.
That's what I'm
That's why
saying,
y'all gotta
terrible.
protect y'all kids. Stop
That
posting y'all
wasn't a good
kids all on
thing.
social media so people can have an opinion about your kid.
And once you do, it make it public opinion, and public opinion is just that,
Yeah.
the opinion of the public.
You can't
Yeah.
stop people from
You
saying what
cannot
they're gonna
have-
say,
put
but
some
you
up
can
and not
stop
have
it
any
if you
comment.
don't
But my
post it.
clapback is strong.
And that's what it's supposed to be. But be prepared to clap back.
Right.
Yeah,
My
that's-
babies wasn't the cutest babies when they was born. So you know what wasn't up? A bunch of pictures.
My boys
And I
were.
wasn't sending out a bunch of, you know what I mean?
My boys was handsome as
Now,
shit when they
my
was born.
son,
My daughter took me a minute to get used to her. She's like a Cupid doll.
My son was goddamn. I ain't gonna lie. My son was goddamn. That,
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
boy, that's-
I
my
was
son
questioning like,
goddamn.
nigga, I'm your mama.
Look, I said that too. I said, boy, I picked good on this one. I ain't gonna.
I can't with
I
y'all.
picked good on. I said, pick good on this
Kept
one because that
looking
ain't me
side
right
by
there.
side,
baby.
like he yellow as fuck. Like
I used to hold my son
Y'all
up to
sure
my
y'all
mom.
sent
My
me
mom,
home
he
with the
looked
right
like you.
I
baby?
thought
He
all
looked
my
like
kids
you.
was cute, but like my son, he was really, really hairy. Oh my God, like I thought he was gonna have that Mongolian something shit. He's like, oh my God, my
Son was born with a goatee.
Bubba's was like,
chest hair.
Yo.
like, is this gonna fall off his face?
Bubba's was born like that. She looked like a little white Asian baby, but she had all this hair, but it was like white Asian hair. So she looked like Bruce Lee.
That's why I can't nobody talk about my kids, because I did it.
She looked like Bruce. Oh, I killed her.
I
was locked up. I was locked up when my daughter was born, my oldest daughter. I'll never forget it, and I always tell this story. I'm just a real nigga. This is all brand. And not. We talk about people kids. Just let you know that I'm not.
Go ahead.
I was in jail and they sent up the little baby announcement, John, with the picture of the baby on, like, congratulations, or hey, everybody.
You was denying that baby?
I ain't show nobody. I ain't show nobody. I ain't show nobody.
First and only girl, when my daughter was born, you get the picture packages sometimes from the hospital. First of all, all my kids is definitely mine, because all of our first baby pictures, like the ones where you wrapped up in the blanket with that crazy green and white background, in my case it was the 70s, so it's like a floral background.
I got the white.
All of my kids is like this. Me, my daughter, and my son, we all like this. And we all came out fighting, I guess. But my daughter, I had got this package, so I got all these pictures taken. They come out to your house, they set it up, get all these different backgrounds and designs. And I remember her picture, and I posted it. And there was something I didn't want to post. I was like, I hope her eye get fixed. And it wasn't nothing wrong with her eye. It's just that they were so big and her head was so wobbly. She was a preemie. Her eye just looked so huge, and sometimes like it was looking that way. And I was like, is my baby got one eye on Broad Street and the other one on Old York Road? Is this going to be an issue? Am I going to have to get this fit? I'm that person. Like, I'm just looking to see what we have to take care of, because I know me. And I'm like,
and you got to talk.
Yeah, I need to know. Like, she was already a preemie.
And if you do have a funny looking child, you got to talk shit to him early. Let him get a thick skin, because can't nobody bust on you better than your mama.
She wasn't funny looking. I remember I brought her to work, and everybody was like, oh, all right, she's beautiful. And I peeled the blanket back, and I was like, y'all ain't got a lot of me. Like, she looked like a Cupid doll. She was so bald. She was super chocolate. She had her hair, the little bit she had, just laid down, and her eyes were fucking huge, like bigger than anything on her, and her head was just kind of wobbly, and her lips was just kind of like, and she was a preemie, so she was really skinny. She just looked really weird, like I used to be like, she cute, I guess. Let me put these cute outfits on her at least. And it was different from my son.
They dressed her up like a doll baby, and she looked like a little porcelain Japanese doll baby.
My daughter looked like a Cupid doll.
Horrible.
Them old dolls that's like plastic, and the hair is like drawn a part of it.
I know what you're talking about.
This is what I'm saying. Just face,
I'm done.
My son was handsome.
My boy was stunning.
And as much as up to the point that, and he was so much lighter than me. I'll never forget. I was in when there was a Kmart on Oregon Avenue. This white guy came up to me. He was in the carrier, and I'm pushing the car, and he said, "Excuse me, I don't mean to sound rude, so now I know some fuck shit coming."
They're all gorgeous now, though.
He said, "But is the father of your child white?" Because that baby is so light. But he does look just like you. And I was like, no, my baby daddy ain't white. The fuck? Not that nothing wrong with that, but no. Like, why would you ask that? Like, It's a baby. And then proceeded to say how handsome he was. Like, you just trying to figure out, like, how my ugly ass got this fine ass baby.
Because they asked me if my baby mom was Asian. Telling you, Bubba's looking like a little white Japanese baby. They just asked me, is her mother Asian?
Yeah, my son to this day is the brown version of, like, he has my face. He has his father's dark eyes, but he has my face. He definitely has my
When
smile.
you posted him, I was like, oh.
When me, my dad, and my son and my daughter all smiled, you can just take a picture and just move it from face to face. We all look like my dad as much as we look like my mom. My youngest son, who is my adopted son, but also my cousin, looks just like my mother. Especially when he has his glasses on. Same round face, same chubby cheeks. He looks just like my mother. And that is her great nephew. He looks just like my mother.
Genes run
So
deep,
yeah,
man.
we definitely talked. My nephew, my sister's son, my oldest nephew, when he was born, there's a scene in Men in Black where the jeweler, I think when the jeweler dies or whatever, and when they fucking open the jeweler face and that little alien is out, them big old eyes.
Oh my
like,
God,
That was my nephew Nazir when he was born. He looked just like that little alien. Them eyes were
shame that
so
you said
big. I told my sister,
That's
your
a shame
baby look.
that you
And
said
then
that.
when I said it to her, the first thing I
Oh,
did,
did
because
it?
my nephew was 4 months older than my
Pulled up
son,
the picture.
because
No.
I grabbed my stomach because I was like, oh shit, I'm pregnant. Why I say that? I said, he looked just like that alien in Men in Black. And then I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. And I don't even believe in the Lord Jesus like that.
And then who did you give birth to after that?
My fine ass son.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, though, did you give birth to your daughter?
That everybody kept
Talking
asking,
shit.
was he a white man or half white for a long time? Because he was really yellow.
Black
like,
people come in all shades.
All
people.
fucking shades, including white. I have a cousin, shout out to Taisha. She looks white.
Yeah, I got family.
She
that
like
look
Mona.
that
Don't
way.
call her white girl.
Yeah, I got family that
I
look
got
white.
fam-
And
I
will
got
beat
friends.
your face
I got
and will
family
beat
that
your
look that
face
way.
off if you say that shit to them.
Yeah.
Well, now it's time
Oh my God, to say goodbye.
to all
You.
our Negro
You.
friends.
You.
Thank y'all for tuning
Thank
in,
y'all.
like y'all do every Wednesday, people. Thank you to the G Shop. Thank you to Glockaware. Thank you to Toucan for providing this platform. Make sure y'all download the app. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube channel Glockaware. View, like, share, and subscribe. Thinking Outside the Box podcast with none other than your favorite yoga soldier, aka the Yoga Broad, Nelly Yoga, and my guy Chef. You can follow us at underscore Chef Hats, the Chef Work 8. And Nelly underscore yoga underscore fitness. And Big Sis I Rise. Where can they find you at?
It can't.
Can't find her, but you can
Nah,
tune into our show.
I'm all over the place. I Rise 17. If I know you. If not, over a drink. 215. I'm all over the place over there too.
So over a drink. 'cause
Over
she
a
don't
Drink
know you.
podcast every Monday.
I mean, I'm surprised by it. Sometimes people be like, oh, or I'll be like, ooh, who that?
Well,
Peace,
thank
peace,
y'all.
peace, peace, peace.
The light in me honors and respects the light in y'all. Namaste.